How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my home lab. Filthy right now because I'm in the midst of trying to commission a fiber laser. I know that I should have probably bought once, cried once, and got myself like a Haitian laser or something like that, or OMG tech, but I'm broke as hell right now. So I got a Commarker B4, and the one thing that they don't really cover with these cheap lasers, or really anywhere like Reddit or YouTube, is how to get this thing parallel with the work surface. I'm trying to dial it in to do printed circuit boards because that's what I do by day. I actually use a LPKF U4 proto laser in my day job, along with some LPKF milling machines. And I just wanted to get a fiber laser to do this stuff at home. So I just got this cheapie. I wanted to see if I can figure out how to do it so other people can get into it affordably. But really the big thing I'm running into right now is that I could get it to cut perfect in one spot of the bed, but when it goes to another spot of the bed, it's just completely out of focus. So I've seen one video where a guy was using shims to try shimming it, and when I was doing that, I would shim it in one direction, and then it would be out in the other direction. And then I would shim that direction, and then it would be out again in the original direction. And there was no amount of using shims to do this. And I have shim stock ranging from 3/1000ths of an inch to 20/1000ths of an inch. So there was no like mix that I could get right. So I ended up doing something probably a little stupid, what some of you like pro laser guys might be like, this guy's a complete idiot. But I went back to thinking about 3D printers and 3D printers sitting on 4 springs or 3 springs. So I went out to the hardware store, got myself some 4mm screws, chopped the heads off of them, put a little nut on there, put it into the machine. So now the entire head comes down with the 4 screws, sitting on springs, and with wing nuts I can level it out. Let me show you. I know that's kind of a bad description, but all right, so we're flipped around here, and if you can see here, we've got this screw right here. We got the 4 screws that they go up actually into the head, and I have like a jam nut up here, so when you're tightening this, you're not just tightening up into the head. So yeah, I chopped down 4 springs, just went to Ace Hardware, got some springs, chopped them down small, got the longest screws that I could, and chopped the heads off of them, and this is what I ended up with. And then using this guy, I was able to confirm that the head is in parallel with the bed in the Y direction and in the X direction by doing that. So yeah, if you want an easier way of not playing with shims and shim stock and trying to get this thing going, that's the way to do it. Thanks for watching this. I know that this is not a professionally produced video like what you're used to seeing all over YouTube, but I just wanted to see if I could help some people out who have one of these. That I imagine that if you have a 200mm lens in here and you're trying to work across the entire work surface, you're gonna have a really tough time, because even with the 110mm lens, I'm having issues getting into the corners of the 110mm field. So give it a shot. One of these guys is 22 bucks or 25 bucks at Home Depot or your building supply store, wherever you are in the world. Not that expensive. You just throw it on your bed, zero it out, put it on top of the machine in the same axis, and that'll tell you how far out you are. And then you want to do it in the X and the Y. And having this machine up on springs and wing nuts makes it really easy to adjust on the fly. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.